Hi, and welcome to Dreams to Reality, a podcast all about people pursuing their dreams. Now, I'm Luke. I'll be hosting the podcast. For the first few episodes, it will probably be just me, but in the future, I would like to have some guests on. There are two types of guests I'm particularly interested in. One is people who are pursuing a dream. So perhaps they're trying to be a professional musician, or they'd like to be a business owner and starting their own business, or even studying to be a lawyer or whatever it is. I would like to interview these people, have a conversation with them, why that dream is important to them, and what actions they're taking in order to make that a reality. And then I don't want it to just be one interview. I would like it to be follow-up interviews with someone who's actually dedicated and does what they say they're going to do, with the acknowledgement that we all have barriers and we all have things that crop up in life. But it would be nice to have someone where you can follow their journey in, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, then a year. And the second type of guest I would like is people who are already living those dreams. So that would be professional musicians, that would be people who are like a race car driver, or someone who is a lawyer, or whatever it is. It could be anything. And I would be open to hearing about you guys and what your dreams are, so that I can sort of focus on trying to get people on the podcast who fit in with what those dreams might be. It could be anything. Now, seeing as it's just me to begin with, I think it's most appropriate for me to talk about what my dreams are. Now, for the moment, I will just share one, which is what I'll be focusing on. That is to create a business in the education sector all about helping people to pursue their dreams. Now, that is going to start as a podcast, and like I've mentioned, which is this one, it'll be about interviewing people who have dreams or are living the dreams. I would then like to create an online community and perhaps some courses which are specific to those mentors and what their advice is, and extracting all that information and putting it together in a blueprint or a community of people who are all chasing their dreams as well. And eventually, and this is sort of like pie in the sky at the moment, although it's probably not that out of reach, it just feels like it. I'd actually like to do a YouTube TV show, and I would like that to be a group of people who live together in a house and they all pursue their dream over 90 days. And it's filmed each day, almost like a reality TV show, but instead of it being absolute rubbish or things that are not productive or useful, or don't have any element of truth or honesty to them, a really authentic but fun, friendly and productive show. And that's where I'd like to end up. You could have multiple houses with this, and they could all do competitions, and you can just film the journey, which would be fantastic. Now, that is a bit, it feels a little bit far-fetched at the moment, and that's just because of where I'm at, and it's all an idea, but it all starts with this podcast. And for me, a little bit of backstory, I'm 28 now. I have struggled so much with not finding the right thing, with not pursuing a particular interest or dream with a level of passion that I think would fulfill me. I've had my own struggles with physical health condition, but I think a lot of life comes down to action and clarity. And those two things put together allow you to push through all sorts of barriers that you encounter in life. So for me, being on that journey and working on myself and being in the personal development side of the internet and communities, it's really important for me to be in that field and be a positive role model. That starts with having conversations with other people, but it also starts with me working on myself. So this is part of me working on the podcast and the business and the idea and how I'm going to basically, build a business that helps people to pursue their dreams. Now, I'm a fan of Alex Hormozy, and I've got all of his books. That being said, I think it's not, when you've not got a clear idea of your business, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to tackle. Now I have the idea, which is dreams to reality. I will be putting those the information and the knowledge from those books into practice. So part of the episodes for Dreams to Reality, will be me working on my dream of creating an education business. Hopefully that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, and I think it's important for someone who is going into this sort of education sector and personal development sort of sphere to have a realistic, holistic approach to improving themselves, but also something specifically measurable, i.e., hey, I'm going to do this thing, come watch me do this thing, and if you are interested in that, then you can be part of the journey and see the progress. I won't get into too much of the details at the moment. This is just an introductory video and podcast. This is like an episode 1 or a pilot, and I just wanted to sort of set the groundwork for what's going to happen. So I'll be looking, in the next episodes, I'll be talking about my process of how I'm going to get guests, what I've worked on, and basically what my idea is on how to progress the podcast and grow the community as well. I think it'd be fantastic to hear about you guys and what your interests are and what your dreams are. And like I said before, that way I can really sort of hone in and focus on interviewing the right mentors. That's pretty much it for today. I was expecting this to be a little bit of a longer video, to be honest, but I feel like I've said enough. So for the first episode, welcome to the podcast, and I hope you stick around. See you later.